thing to human. By looks is glitch. By genetics is Tapestry and Khalad. And by acceptability to everybody else is Peter. But so far we don't contain any humans in our party.
I've decided when we eventually level up, the card I want to take might actually be able to give me independent blasphemy hands.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But until that time...
Catch-up time.
Well, first of all, let me just make sure that everybody has successfully signed into Foundry and that your per-session abilities are all reset.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you expect them to be, and that those who want to hear Syrinscape can actually hear something. He says that just as the music comes to an end, before it rolls back around and starts again. Thanks, Syrinscape. Everything good for folks?
Don't know about Syrinscape yet. It's still thinking.
Yep. It's working for
Mine
me.
was on, then it just died.
Faded out. Oh, died. Okay.
I mean, I don't know, it could be. Did you turn it off?
No, I have not turned it off, but the delay...
There we go. Now it's back on.
It's on a... It's kind of cool because they could put it on... you can set things to have different delays between each looping play, so... Anyway.
Yep, working on Chrome.
Thanks again to Ben and the other guys at Syrinscape for, well, Syrinscape. And to the guys at Foundryborn for creating the Daggerheart engine that we are going to be using tonight. But before I get to even more kudos, let us quickly play our intro video and we'll be back with you in a couple of seconds, folks. Hello folks, and welcome along to Lost Luyarnha. I am MJ the GM, and I will be your games master for the next couple of hours, and with me are my cadre of hunters. But you're not here to see my face, you're here to see them, so let's move things along to what you actually want to see, the game table. So, where we left it last week. Essentially, a member of Father Hawk's hunter cadre, Geraldine, who had been rather grievously wounded on the night of Ghostfire, is apparently too wounded to continue her job as a hunter. But as a returning of the favour to you guys for stepping up and defending the cathedral and the people in it when she couldn't, she has given you a potential avenue for discovering who you might well have actually been 20 or so years ago, which was the only real clue that you've had so far as to who you were before your big jolt of amnesia and suddenly appearing in Luyarnha again. The 20-year gap being explained mostly by a photo of somebody that looks like they're related to Galar as of 20 years ago. Maybe. We don't know everything for certain yet, but that's the closest clue we've got so far. So, this Lady Geraldine knows of a hunter who has been around for quite some time by the name of... I keep forgetting his name. Mr. Deep Reaver.
Borast Deep Reaver.
Borast Deep Reaver, thank you. Every time his name just out of my brain.
Just think Borat, but actually deadly.
Well,
We cleaned his piano.
not quite.
Searched his bookshelves, or was that someone else?
That was someone else. Because Borast Deep Reaver had apparently taken a contract for a job for a nobleman who was still in the Ruby District. But Geraldine didn't know who that noble was or how to get in touch with them. But she did know one minor noble who might know. And this was young Lord Aldrich Crans, a nobleman who's, well, come under hard times insofar as he's only got one servant remaining and next to no money, it looks like, and has got a very poorly maintained micromansion that he currently lives in. But Lord Crans was at least able to get in contact with somebody and noted that the contract that Borast had taken for a particular noble by the name of Lord Thomathin Revolt was now open again. Because apparently Borast had, either failed or hadn't quite achieved what he wanted to, or had gotten killed, or had gotten injured. It's not entirely clear what. But the best way to find out is to apply for the job in order to find the noble who gave him the task in the first place. So, Aldrich Crans was able to give you the location where a contact of Lord Revolt would meet with anybody who was interested in trying to take up the contract that Borast Deep Reaver had failed to complete. This was a sly orc fellow by the name of, and once again my memory fails me because I'm going with a gut. I was close. Madden Gillette, or Gillet, depending on how European you want to be. Madden is apparently working for this nobleman and led you as best as he could through the streets towards the mansion. But of course, it's not quite as simple as that, is it, in Luyarnha? Not only are you doing this at night time, but unfortunately a very particular cursed moon has appeared in the sky. Not the shattered moon like you known when you first landed. This one is more of a hole in the sky, and it has brought the light level outside right the heck down to the point where even dim light is now darkness. And those who previously had the ability to see in low light and darkness have now had their ability to see reduced down to just areas of bright light. So,
welcome to my world.
So, it also seems to have had an effect on some of the cursed folk who wander the streets, either because they are themselves afflicted by the Scourge or are Scourge beasts themselves. It's not entirely clear. But Scourge creatures and Scourge afflicted folks that you have come across so far seemed to display a kind of, a lack of eyes. None of them so far have had eyes, and they've been roaming around using some sense other than sight. But after surviving one such attack by such blinded creatures, you did manage to pick up a new weapon, which was an odd pair of mechanized shears, which actually, it turns out, are a pair of swords that have been joined together to create this kind of motorized scissor shear thing.
Oh yeah, we found it in a Corvidian, didn't we?
Yes, one of the Corvid-type creatures had it still embedded in it. So it had obviously met somebody that had stabbed it with this device, but when you finally finished it off, one of you guys found that it did indeed have this strange shears contraption. So naturally, with no one else being particularly suited to wielding this dual weapon, which you can then two weapons which you can then make into one, it was obviously given to Glitch.
New toy. Woohoo!
It's actually, technically speaking, in the party inventory, party character sheet.
No.
But we're assuming that the person that it was given to was Glitch, so that she could fawn over it. And it is quite an interesting piece of tech on initial investigation, but you haven't had time to really get into the details of how it was made and what's gone into making it. So we will get to that when you have some time. But When last we left, you had made it to Lord Thomathin Rayvolt's mansion. You'd been admitted into the mansion itself, and the man himself had come into the drawing room where you were all sat down, or at least gathered, and he was about to give you the lowdown on what he expects. So, let us move things back to Rayvolt Mansion. But before we start things off too much, I want to focus the camera, as it were, for a moment on Miss Featherington, who's standing off to one side, as per usual, next to the hearth. Miss Featherington is looking around as she does impassively from her corner, observing things, when, as Lord Rayvolt comes in... Hang on a second. Assistance with a cat, please. I have to call in help.
Good to know that Lord Rayvolt's got a cat.
Yes, well, he's around. The little demon feline is around here somewhere, I'm sure. When Lord Rayvolt comes in, and he's obviously a man of some years, liver spots, wrinkles, grey hair, and whatnot. When he comes in, Miss Featherington actually sees a young boy, accompanied by an older gentleman that kind of resembles Lord Rayvolt as he looks now, but not with white hair or wrinkles, but with dark hair and a fully defined goatee beard. And just like that, the impression is gone, and Featherington is back to the present. Nevertheless, Lord Rayvolt sits down slowly in his chair as you are all gathered here. Madden stood off to one side as well, and the drawing room closed. Featherington curtsies as he enters. Lord Rayvolt himself doesn't seem to pay much attention to Miss Featherington, but is instead taking in everybody else. So, you have answered my summons. Good. The job that Borast the Priva attempted to perform is unfinished, and therefore the reward upon its completion now potentially passes to you. So, the situation is thus. I am a man whose name means a lot. I am a man of some social standing, and it will take more than some plague of beasts to frighten me out of my ancestral home. Nevertheless, what I cannot abide is slander to that family name. Recently, I have been accused by name, along with other members of the aristocracy, of being an alchemist and or complicit with dark powers to have brought about the scourge of beasts upon Luyarnha for meddling with forces beyond our control. It is agents of the church that have brought this ridiculous notion to the fore, and I will not have it. Now, Borast Deep Reaver, who is currently convalescing in one of my guest rooms after his wounding during his investigation, was concerned mainly with why it seemed that the Scourge seemed particularly potent within the Ruby District, and further concentrated within a specific area within the Ruby District. I hired Borast Deep Reaver to investigate what might be truly behind the Scourge of Beasts, and whether or not agents of the Church were in fact behind this. This now becomes your task. For this, I will gladly pay a handful of gold each as a down payment. Should you complete the assignment and discover the true reason for the surge within this district, then I will gladly award you bags of gold each. If you are able to find evidence that the Radiant Church was in fact responsible, I will double that reward, even if you have to fabricate it. Do you accept this mission?
No?
What, you don't want to find out what caused the scourge? I'm actually quite curious.
I do, but I'm not going to do it if we're just going to play tit for tat and make up playground lies about someone else. Either we're doing it for the truth or not at all, and there'll be no fabricating of things. Unless it's weapons.
An investigation is not disagreeable, but to spread falsehoods with no merit is not.
Bravolt slams his fist on the arm of his chair and surges to his feet, though slightly unsteadily. I will not have my name slandered by anyone. I do not care if they are a cardinal or a peasant. This is your assignment.
If it is as you say, slander, then us finding the truth is nothing for you to worry about, because this is obviously not true from what you're saying.
This seems to placate him, and he sits down somewhat, but he's still now glaring in... he's not glaring, but he's looking from underneath his eyebrows in Glitch's direction at this point.
Glitch will just stare back. With a smile.
Does this one speak for all of you? And he turns to Khalad, who seems to be the one he agrees most with at the moment.
Khalad, the wordsmith and bard. Hopefully his training holds out.
Khalad, the speaker for this moment.
Yeah, what a shock. Right, we have one condition of our employment as well we would like to add, which is... Right. We would like any information you've got on Borast, insert surname here.
He's upstairs, healing.
Deep Reaver.
Oh, sorry, you said he's upstairs, didn't he?
Yeah, we'd like to speak to him afterwards. Right. I think it's probably be the...
We'd like to speak to him before he departs your care.
That would be agreeable.
And we would like any other information you may have on disappearances or people reappearing without memories, if you have any.
I have no knowledge of any such fanciful tales, although I do recall something about a drunken night of revelry at the waterfront district where a load of dwarves apparently disappeared and then reappeared with no memory of how they got there, probably because, like most dwarves, Deep Reaver aside, that is, they were all drunk.
That just sounds like a normal dwarf night out.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Sully looks at each of the group, attempting to assess the room before finally settling on staring at Rayvolt. Okie dokie. So what are you using Scoundrel for there, Webby?
Detective is lying.
Sure, give me an instinct roll, please. Makes sense that you would be the one, so... Yeah, cool. Well, the good news is you've got no more fear that you can possibly give me, because I've got a full rack. But that is a 19. So, yeah, Miss Featherington. He's telling a good degree of the truth, but there's definitely... I mean, it's terribly obvious. This is entirely self-serving. There is something you think he is keeping back, but what that could possibly be is not entirely obvious. You do believe him when he suggests that his name is what's most important to him. Whether he has that amount of money to give you, considering the state that this... Even though it's a big mansion, you've only seen... what, one servant and this Madden fella. So the place is awfully big and empty. You could totally believe from the way this guy is talking that he hasn't moved out of the district purely because this is his family home. And for some reason, Featherington knows that this is the family home. She has like this nagging part recollection, like a sense of having walked this mansion before, almost. It's this weird sense of familiarity with this building that Featherington is fighting. But as such, you get the read that this is a very proud man, but there is something he's withholding. But that's probably not a surprise, especially with the way that when Glitch said that, you know, we're not going to play tit for tat on who called who what name. This seems to be almost precisely that's the motivation here. But the fact that he said up front that he'd pay you if you could fabricate it, also, it's weird. He's being funnily up front with it, with his motivation, and yet there's just this lingering something that's not quite adding up, and Featherington's not entirely sure she knows what it is, especially with this weird nagging sense of not exactly deja vu, but, you know, close. Every now and again she keeps looking at this guy and sees another person, the guy with the dark hair and the goatee. And it's hard to shake that. So, yeah. That's hopefully that will suffice.
I'm just trying to work out how Feathers would respond to that.
Dance.
Meanwhile,
not well. Is the assumption. I'm trying to work out what she would do.
Meanwhile, Lord Rayvolt says, "So, do we have an accord? You will investigate."
Glitch will just nod.
And Rayvolt looks to Callard.
Yes. This seems acceptable. Do you have any other leads or possibilities you're aware of at this time which we can use to start our investigation?
He kind of waves that idly away and says, "Now that you have agreed to the investigation, you can query Borast himself, who is currently languishing upstairs. Mrs. Ackerman will show you the way to the hunter in question." And that's actually a very good point. And he reaches back and rings a small bell that was on a little table next to his left arm, at which point Mrs. Ackerman comes in, and she's bearing a flask of sorts, almost what you could consider like an old Victorian age kind of thermos. And Lord Rayvolt indicates to Mrs. Ackerman to start handing this out to whoever wants it. This is, he says, a container containing 2 vials of a special type of tea that should assist with warding off some of the mental effects of our cursed moons. And he indicates for Mrs. Ackerman to give it to whomever. So, who would like this hot liquid container?
Not it. Don't want anything from this man. Not it.
I'll take it then.
Calad. Calad will hear feathers as she keeps twitching, attempting to process what is going on. But into Calad's inventory, we will give you...
Also, Miss Featherton was going to write down, have you got any tea that does the opposite and increases madness? Just asking.
Don't worry about it.
So,
you should have to be able to ingest it for that to work.
So,
now, the thing
Calad.
I'm reading that
Yes.
is if Featherington ever goes too mad, we just give her a couple of drinks of this and see what happens.
Quite. So, feel free to read it if you want to read it out to people, or just tell them the summarized version of what it is. Up to you.
This is white fungic tea. It's known for temporarily alleviating the effects of madness. The darker the tea, the more potent and challenging to brew. Once ingested, the afflicted individual is relieved of the effect of short-term madness for 1 hour, or until the madness ends, whichever is shorter. However, upon swallowing this tea, you make a reaction roll. On a failure, you can't stomach the appalling taste and remove it as quick as possible, and don't gain the benefits.
I mean, I haven't got short-term madness active, so, you know.
Not currently.
You've upgraded, haven't you, if I recall correctly?
Yes, indeed.
Short term, that's for losers.
Miss Featherington is building a collection, I'll have you know. It's a very important collection.
This tea is undeniably repulsive, with seemingly living organisms squirming within it.
Rather be mad. Thanks.
Thanks. In the bag, we'll try it later.
Or never. Definitely
So
never. Never's an
You've got
option,
like 2
right?
vials of it. Each vial is a container flask, which is essentially 2d4 cups worth of this brew.
If you drank it, you have no way of digesting it, so you just have things moving inside you.
Exactly. I pass. I'm good. I'd rather be mad. But no thanks. You know what I'll do to my internal
Lord
works?
Rayvolt, at this point, taps his cane on the floor.
I think we should move.
At least one of you seems to have decorum.
I was built to help, not be nice.
Mrs. Ackerman makes way for you all to be able to pass by, and she goes, I'll lead you to Lord Deepreaver if you want to follow me. Madden, in the meantime, is just going to stay leaning on this sofa before, as he lets you all go past him. Seems to have some words that he wants to talk about with his boss here. Other than that, nods in the Lord's direction before leaving. Yep, and the Lord nods back. So, Sean, if you're with us. Galar needs to be moved. There we are. So, Madden closes the door behind, but yes, you have staircase. So those of you who have used this before should know how this works. If you have your character single click selected and then click on the staircase, the white staircase icon, it should transport you ever so lovely up to the first floor.
It's just I always get stuck on the scenery.
I did not move. Why am I upstairs?
I was thinking, at what point do they realise that they've kidnapped Miss Featherington?
What a daisy.
I don't think Feathers is going to go upstairs.
No?
Oh dear.
No, I don't think she's. I think she's going to stay outside the door.
We just come downstairs and this crime's been committed.
I'm moving Glitch away from that old man before she just punches him in the face.
Well, sadly, if Miss Featherington is staying down there, I couldn't hand back and asked him if he had any samples of handwriting from high-ranking church members on the off chance that somebody needed them to forge some evidence. Who would do such a thing, especially someone with a forgery set of tools? That's crazy. Why would you even bring it up?
On that
Why
note,
would you even bring that
Peter,
up?
Investigations. I think this is your forte.
He's talking to you, Glitch.
He's talking to me.
Well, most of you are now upstairs, it seems. Mrs. Ackerman is stopped near this particular door and seems to be waiting patiently for you. But before she opens it... Let me find my notes here.
I can come over.
So,
I got
Mrs.
stuck on the
Ackerman...
banister again.
Mrs. Ackerman leads the way up the stairs of the manor until stopping at a heavy door just past the landing. She hesitates, with an almost imperceptible flash of fear crossing her face before catching herself. He hasn't spoken much since we found him, but perhaps he might be willing to aid you, she says, before gently knocking.
Where did you find him?
Oh, he answered the notice. He found us, technically.
No. Where'd you find him when he was hurt?
Oh, he came back here himself hurt. I mean, he looked pretty hurt, but he dragged himself all the way back here, so... Tough fella. Are we ready to go in, do we think?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait on.
In which point she knocks gently and slowly opens the door and just lets you guys move in yourselves. Let me change the ambience here a little bit. So, the room beyond is well lit by a crackling fire and candles in every corner. A large window looks out across the city and sits across from a four-poster bed. A middle-aged dwarf with a large bandage covering his left leg is lying on the bed and intently reading a leather-bound book. His eyes dart towards a crossbow resting on the nightstand before returning to squint at his unexpected guests. Oh,
That's the crossbow you've got there?
well, thank you, fellow hunters. Fellow hunters. He seems to catch himself at that. Well, yes. So, Mrs. Ackerman closes the door after you all finish entering the room, those of you who are going to. Borast sets aside his book and tries to stand, but the movement causes him pain, and it also loosens the bandage on his leg, which seems to expose a black and festering wound torn through the flesh of his thigh. Let's see. Glitch just rushed over to make him stay. Galar, you're quite close by. Can I have you both give me saves versus short-term madness, please?
Wait, what do we roll again for that?
Either instinct or knowledge, your choice.
Featherton stay behind and she's missing out on extra madness.
Wow.
Tasty extra madness.
12 and 14. Okay, both of you are good, but you gain a brief flash of darkness screaming bodies hanging upside down in the sky, and death momentarily flashing and trying to overwhelm your senses. But you turn your heads away quickly as you feel what's coming over you, and it manages to abate. Borast, as he's being helped back down onto the bed, quickly readjusts his bandage before putting forth his hand for someone to shake. My apologies. Sometimes I forget. Borast Deep Reaver. Nice to make your acquaintance. I take it you've met his curmudgeonly lordship.
I don't know what the word curmudgeonly is, but I don't know if that applies.
No idea.
But yeah, I met him.
Just go with grumpy.
I like that. Yeah.
Borast is looking
grumpy.
at you. Sorry, go on, Sean. What was that?
No, just saying I don't want to be grumpy.
You're not grumpy.
Borast is looking at you all for a moment, and he's like, you can see there's someone who's like, you know that thing you do when you see a person across a room and go, I know that person, don't I? Oh, and you start snapping your fingers and tapping your lip and going, what was their name again? What was their name? When you try
halfway through waving at them, you realise it's someone else.
Your current thought is also one of the questions we want to ask you.
Okay.
We'd like to know who we are as well.
We awoke
He looks
here
surprised at that.
in this area with amnesia.
Really? How
We
long
have
ago?
been trying to. Would have been how many days would you say? For like 3-4 days.
More like 5.
That's
at this point.
Yeah.
4 or 5 days.
Like a week-ish.
Coming up to a week now.
Geistnacht.
Geistnacht. Yes.
Geistnacht.
Yeah, that was a fun night. Not.
He's looking at Peter, but he's looking past him almost. You can see his gears are moving, as it were. He's trying to work things out. But you can just tell from the way he's there. He's trying his best. It's like he's on the cusp of remembering something, but can't quite nail it down. And he just shakes his head. Shakes it off.
When you said looking past, because technically, Calad's past Peter from
so
this guy's angle. Was he actually looking at Pete? Was he actually looking like Peter?
No. What Peter got the sense of was, even though Borast was technically looking in Peter's direction, it was that kind of far away look where someone's just looking past you because they're in their head thinking.
Alright, so he wasn't literally looking at Galad, and that was just Calad.
They're looking at you, but they're not looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just realised technically because where you were, I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
is he
sure.
looking at Calad?
I get that.
Just to try and bring a bit of memory, I open another set of eyes.
Oh, Angelborn. Interesting. And I see this one, he points at Tapestry. Celestial born too, am I right? Well, you can't exactly miss you. Gestures up and down to Tapestry.
I'm sure if I tried hard enough, I could hide it.
Really? Then he looks glitch up and down and suddenly notices the joins in the wrists. Well, I never.
Yes. Mannequin. She wibbles her hands in front of him.
Little jazz hands number. Well, I never.
Mannequin. And I'm sassy.
Well, the fact that you're actually talking to me is another clue. Then he looks over
so weird.
Then he looks over at Galar. Huh.
Alright, on the normal.
Well, he says,
Gets herself laughing at that.
almost looking like he's going to try
Up
put his hand
for
through Galar at
debate.
some point, but then just thinks better of it.
Normal. I don't think
You know
anyone's
what? There's
normal.
something on the tip of my tongue, and it's just... Anyway, while you're here, I take it the only reason you got up here was because you accepted Lord Rayvolt's proposition?
Some changes.
Well,
yeah, seems to have recruited us to continue your investigation.
and it's an investigation worth taking, and I'd really like to see finished through, even if it's not me personally that sees it finished. So, I guess what I'm asking for here is, even though you asked me to remember who you are, and I swear it'll come to me in a moment or two. But until then, I suppose we really do need to talk about why you've been brought here, essentially, which is the contract.
Someone has a god contract.
Excuse me. So, what would you like to know? How up to speed are you on all of this?
Just assume all
on
our
the church
information
possibly-
is wrong.
Yeah, on the church possibly being the cause of this, not as up to date as you think.
Yeah, he nods knowingly when you say that. Yes, well, in that regard at least, I can safely say that the evidence I discovered up until my injury would suggest no obvious wrongdoing by the church, and he makes a point of saying this in the direction of the door, just in case somebody's listening. My main point of accepting this job, of course, was actually to have a look to see if there was something causing the surge in Scourge cases around that specific area, specifically our district. But, I was getting close to something. But unfortunately, took my eyes away from the prize, as it were. So, let's see.
Where were you when you took your eyes away from the prize?
Right, of course. Let me think. Let's see. Through a combination of investigations and tracking Scourge Beast movements, I'd managed to localize the outbreak to an area around an abandoned brewery near the center of the district. There were just an abnormal number of infected gathering around that area, leading me to suspect that there was some kind of connection. I was about to sneak into the brewery, and then, whilst I was trying to negotiate my way through a window, something came up behind me without me realizing and ripped through my leg. Must be getting frickin' old, because 10, 20 years ago I'd never have made that mistake. In any case, at that point I was bleeding like a stuck pig and had only just managed to take care of the creature that had blindsided me and staunch the bleeding enough for me to realise that I'd have a chunk missing out of my leg. I was no good to anybody, so I had to call it quits there and limp my way back here. So, as to where this brewery might be, unfortunately I don't have that much of an answer. I can give you a vague direction, like I said, centre-ish of the district. Trouble was, after I got bitten, I started going into shock and a small amount of the blood loss, and I started gaining something of a slight fever. Everything became a bit blurred, so I can't give you a definite location onto where that brewery was. I think it was a brewery. It looked like a brewery.
We can work with that, right, lads? And ladies?
So,
We can
It
work
is a
with it
start.
looks like a brewery.
it is a start.
Not many of those around.
And we'll know to be careful.
Good.
Because of your warning, so that's a good start for us.
Good. Good to know. You look like
Do you
a
have any
capable
other
sort.
leads?
Do we want to wait until the current moon is past before going there? Because it'll only be more dangerous.
Oh, don't know. Sooner's rather better than later, I suppose. The trouble with
what
these
we're looking
cursed
for
moons is
disappears?
you can't always tell how long they're going to last for.
I think we should go now, because maybe what we're looking for is there now.
You reckon it might not be there when we...
disappears.
Well, yeah, exactly. What you two were just saying makes a degree of sense. It's entirely possible that even though, as you quite rightly point out, the moon does make everything a lot more dangerous, it's entirely possible that the increased activity which led me to notice the build-up might be because there is a cursed moon out. So,
Right.
it's your call, of course. I'm not suggesting anything. But, well, his lordship is not exactly known for his patience. So, if you don't engage in something like the investigation, at least tonight, he's likely to start advertising off to someone else who will. And quite frankly, I'd rather hunters be doing this.
Also, it gets us out of the house and away from him. Just saying.
Well, quite. Look, I know his lordship has asked specifically for you to try and find any evidence that may point the fault of the Scourge, or at least the surge of it in this area, to be the fault of the church. I reckon you should actually seek out Radiant Church members. Get you some holy tonic before heading to the brewery. Because if the place is as dangerous as my wound suggests, then you're going to need to load up on healing before you go there. And at the moment, last I heard, one of the cathedrals is actually handing out holy tonics to whoever turns up and asks for them. They've done this whole drive recently in churning out the stuff. So,
Why? That seems a bit strange to suddenly turn it out.
From what I hear, a specific member of the clergy has been pushing for this holy tonic. They claim that it's able to actually hold off the effects of the Scourge if you are showing early symptoms of it. Don't know if that's true.
Has this been proven?
But from what it seemed like to me, they're going on something of an inoculation drive. So if you need to get your hands on some holy tonic, that would be the place to go. There's the imaginatively named Radiant Cathedral nearby. Well, not exactly nearby. There's going to be some travel involved to get there, but I imagine that scallywag Madden knows how to get you there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the closest and best place for you to load up on being able to get some holy tonic, some healing. Oh, and he suddenly seems to remember something, and he tries to go delving underneath the bed. Blast it. Could somebody help me, please?
What do you need from under the bed?
Well, if you look under there, you should see a sword.
Ooh, weapons, you say? Dives under the bed.
So, Glitch, dives under the bed enthusiastically, sees a thick backpack, which looks like a traveller's backpack, and it seems to be Borast's gear. Like you guys have backpacks full of gear.
Carefully.
But the thing that really stands out to you is a scythe and some big bulbous, it looks like a censer.
Okay. Well, we'll pull those out carefully.
So, yeah, you pull out this long, curve-handled scythe and this big censer on a chain. And he goes, there she is. The Dream Executioner. She's kept me through more than her fair share of scrapes. Since I'm currently holed up here, I fancy you guys could use all the extra equipment you could field to the cause, so feel free to take my weapon.
How's she work? How does she work?
She's a very special weapon. That sensor, you see. If you fall down the scythe blade and then attach the sensor to the head, you transform it from being a scythe and sensor into a maul weapon. Now,
It's so cool.
when you have the sensor detached from the scythe, this sensor can actually draw in the souls of any creature that you slay nearby. And if you then convert the scythe and sensor into a maul, not only can you fight with it as a heavy weapon, you also gain the ability to unleash this stored soul energy in an explosion.
Oh, this is awesome. Please tell me someone here can use it. Please tell me one of you can use this. I need to see this in action.
Let me see. The maul requires strength to make attacks with, while the scythe requires finesse.
Please tell me one of you can use this. Please tell me one of you.
Is it two-handed or one-handed?
It's a two-handed weapon.
So for both ends are two-handed. Okay. Can't use the scythe part properly, but can use the strength part.
No.
I have a plan. What if you use the strength part and someone with finesse uses the other part?
Ooh.
You have to, as he said, swap the bits out. You can't use one bit then one bit.
Well, what if you changed it, then handed it to someone that could use the other bit?
Yeah, it sounds like they've got different purposes, so I'm sure you could.
Come on. Please. Please, Peter. Please.
Yes, as you can imagine, Glitch's eyes are wide with excitement to the point that they're nearly bursting out of the sockets. They might actually, in a minute, and she'll have to pop them back in. But nevertheless...
Come on, you're the only one with the strength stuff. You're the only one strong enough. Yes, I like bombs.
I can do the strength.
They're not using them anyway, so I might as well put them to use and make them
Well,
right,
yes, note to self, Glitch very happy to use people's souls as bombs. Yes, indeed. So, who wants to use the Dream Executioner? Who wants to be given the Dream Executioner?
I can give it a go, but I can't. I'll give it a try. But I said for the finesse side, I'm at -1, so
That's fine. Just hand it to me, and I'll do that. Like,
you can't just pass it.
Yes, you can.
Why
You can change
not?
it. Pass it.
You can change it and hand it across, and then I can make the boom boom.
Now, just so we understand what level of awesome this is, you guys, even those of you who are wielding trick weapons, like the... names just jump out of my head. The Sanctified Partisan or the Rifling Cleaver, they are still Tier 1 trick weapons. Dream Executioner is a Tier 2 dream weapon. Trick weapon.
I can give it a go. Oh, you've already given it to me.
I'd get to make things go boom.
Borast is looking at Galar like, have I done something terribly wrong?
Almost certainly.
No. What
Galar,
the back
terribly wrong.
From the back of the party, there is a slow nod.
There's just Callum there going, save me, please.
Okay, so it's actually not too bad. The reliable function is +1, which counteracts my -1. So I've basically got flat dice roll to hit.
Cool.
No, you gotta hand it to me to the boom boom.
Because that's
Wow.
it's the explainy bit, which is the strength base. It's the collection bit, which is the finesse based.
Okay, well if I go collect and you make boom, I can live with that.
So you want to put down your gun? Would your patron be happy with that?
For me to make things go boom, hell yeah!
Okay, so how about we give the scythe to Glitch, and Peter keeps the maul configuration, and we'll keep that as this is what they do. They swap between it for each.
Yes. We just have to run over and hand it across.
So, the scythe itself is more or less two-handed, but can be kind of wielded one-handed. But actually, pardon me, the censer, you can still wield the scythe two-handed, but the censer you kind of have to wrap the chain around your wrist as it swings about the place. And as soon as you do actually hold it, the censer starts to emit this sinister red smoke. Doesn't travel very far, but it does start to emit this very, almost like there's a burning embers going on in there somewhere. Ooh, she seems to like you, says Borast.
It's because she knows we are awesome.
Well, he says, bringing his leg painfully back into place on the, or adjusting himself on the bed. Anything else I can help you with while I'm here?
Just where that person was handing out all of the potions, please.
Right.
Because I know you said there was someone doing it. Just I'm not sure if you said where.
The church and the.
It doesn't narrate down much.
Tonics.
It's called the Radiant Cathedral. And let me think. From here you go west, then northwest. You should eventually come to a short plaza. And because the cathedral's on like a cliff, it's not exactly a cliff edge, but it's practically a cliff edge.
Might as well.
Two parts of the district are on different heights, if you will. So you need to use a steam-powered elevator to get to the Radiant Cathedral from here, but should be accessible this time of night. That's your fastest way there, I would think. Otherwise, you have to take a very long way around.
More excited glitch noises. Today is the best day ever.
So, I tell you what, my friends. In the meantime, I'll try my best to give my memory a good old jog, because I swear it's on the tip of my tongue. I've seen you before somewhere.
You know us somewhere. You just don't know where.
Exactly. Maybe. How long did you say you've been gone for?
About a week-ish.
I don't know if it was a week.
5 days.
Well, technically, that's when we came. That's when we came to ourselves. Who knows how long we might have been affected by whatever it was.
That's true. We don't know how long we were actually going out before we woke up. We could have been traveling for a while.
So you might have been afflicted by some curse or some such, which has knocked your memory out. Which means you might have been operating in the city all this time, and I've just...
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you've just seen us around. Maybe that's why.
Yes, well, the Ruby District's not exactly small, and occasionally we do have to go back into the Grand Cathedral District to be rearmed and report back. Good luck with doing that these days, though.
We'll see how it works.
I'll try my best. I got nothing to do except convalesce here as it is, so I'll do my best to try and jog my memory.
You just get yourself sorted, and we'll go and have some fun. And investigate. I mean, investigate.
Right. Fun. Because that's what the hunt should be, is fun. He looks at the rest of you with a kind of a worried frown, but
She is always like this.
enthusiasm. Keep it while you're still able to.
Exactly.
Well,
Don't be grumpy just yet. Fine.
thank you for doing
Can I
this.
just ask,
You're welcome.
just, Matt,
Yo.
are we actually hearing that heartbeat sound that's been going throughout our time here?
That might just be the ambient music.
I was going to say, because that's very, very kind of like ominous. I was like, have we just not been listening?
Then
to
it's
this,
doing
like...
its job.
Are we hearing this? Yes?
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, I can safely
Is it
say that,
creeping you
that
out?
the bum 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 is coming from the ambient music. But if it's giving you a feeling of dread and whatnot, then cool.
Then absolutely.
So now, what would you like to do?
So just head out.
Go out and have some fun? I mean, investigate?
Because you do have Miss Featherington still pretty much on her own.
Oh, shoot. We should probably go get her.
Down below.
We should most definitely go and grab
We
her.
need to use her summoning chant. Oh look, something that will cause madness right by here.
So during all of this, what has Miss Featherington been doing, Webby?
Well,
In fact,
I
let
can't
me
remember
take us back to. Let's take you to Miss Featherington.
So this room was the one here where they were in, wasn't it?
This room, this door. So that one is dark. It's a whole load of dark.
Cool.
Do you want to strike a light or?
Nope.
Nope. You want to keep it dark?
She is listening to the conversation going on through the wall if she can.
Okay. You can make out mumbled snatches. It seems for the most part that Madden is... You can tell by the tone of voice there's negotiation going on. And the impression you get is that Lord Rayvault is not happy about being extorted. That's the kind of tone of voice he's getting. And yet Madden is still... is still fielding his side of the argument. And after a couple of minutes of this, Rayvault just relents. At which point, Madden just has a tone that suggests he's happy with it, and you can hear a very typical "thank you very much." And then the door opens, and you hear Madden walking out into the main entrance hall. But he doesn't bother closing the door behind him, it seems. So, from where you are directly underneath Borast's bedroom, so you can hear the thumping around of your fellow's footsteps on the floor above you.
I can't see the door to open it again now.
Yeah.
Everything's a bit dark.
So, from where you are, you can just see that Madon is lighting himself a cigarette, and he's leaning up against one of the statues. A strange statue of a three-headed dog.
Yeah, she's just going to stay and observe from the darkness, just watching and listening about the Lord, or listening to what the Lord's doing, but also watching Madden with intent.
Cool. Madden seems very pleased with himself, and seems to be just waiting patiently for everyone else to come back. There's a couple of muttered mumbles, grumbles from within the main drawing room with Lord Rayvault, but other than that, he doesn't seem intent on moving much. There's a shuffling around. You hear the sound of what maybe is a book being drawn off of a nearby cabinet. and then the sound of a chair being settled back into. And Miss Featherington has a short think about what she remembers being in that room, and there was a small amount of books arrayed in a little cabinet at floor level, just 2 rows of which. But Miss Featherington gets a sudden another one of those sudden flashes of memory that what tends to be kept in those books were part genealogy of the Rayvault family line. So it seems that Lord Rayvault is reminiscing, would be your guess. So I'm quickly going to jump us back up to the first floor so that folks can actually, operate the doors and come down the stairs.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Because eventually your interview with Borast will be done.
By the way, if I'm supposed to have something, a scythe or something in my inventory. Yes, never mind, I found it. It finally popped up. Ignore me.
Anybody? Oh, she is in the hall. Never mind.
Yes, so you guys start coming down, and you can find Miss Featherington loitering about in a doorway. But Madden sees you coming down first, at which point he starts stubbing out his cigarette.
She's not standing in the doorway. She's standing in the shadow, and I'm also stuck on the other map now.
Well, that's cool. I'll be bringing it back now. I just need to move Mrs. Ackerman. Dook. Here we go. So Madden stands up, stubs his cigarette out on the statue, which Mrs. Ackerman glowers at him for, but he doesn't seem to care. At which point he goes, right, so, we all ready to... And he counts you all. Huh. Are we missing one?
Yes. We're missing, Miss Featherington.
Well, tell her to get her skirts on and get a move on. I'll be waiting... Well, you got to tell me where you want to go, first of all.
We can't tell her to get her skirts on. We don't know where she is. She stayed down here.
She was sat with you in the front room.
Yeah.
She was? Says Madden.
Yeah.
Well, she can't have gone far. I mean, what do you do with mannequins? Like, whistle and they come to you? I don't know. How does it work?
Glare! Instant glare! Depends if he wants to shoot you or not.
Steps out of the way so Glitch has a free run.
Peter quickly moves out of the way so that she does actually have a clear shot.
I'm looking for Lady Featherington. I'm just looking around.
It's just like, not my problem, not my problem, not my monkey, not my circus.
There is a smell that you recognise coming from in this direction.
A smell?
Yes, you know what people smell like.
Oh, sorry, what she smells like. For a second, I was just like, wait, what?
How quickly we forget enhanced
Alex,
senses.
this is Peter. He's got a very good sense of...
Yeah.
I know, I just thought you implied something that she'd done something. There's like, I smell a body. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going with. It's like, when I said she's going to commit crimes, I didn't really think she would commit crimes.
It's her normal sense of silence and disdain.
Miss Featherington, we have a location for us to go. Are you ready to leave now? Would you like to join us, please? It's calling in the direction of her scent.
Are there any knives in the house? Well, not currently in the area you're at.
That was a whisper. Gah.
I spoil all your
stab me.
And yes, I do it deliberately.
I was going to say, I'm trying to be polite.
I'm not talking about you.
Yes. We are ready, I think. We have been advised to go to the Radiant Cathedral for supplies, then an old brewery to start the investigation.
Brewery? Huh. Could be any number of those around the place, not that I think many of them are actually working these days, more's the pity. But, Cathedral. Radiant Cathedral. Right, okay, let me think. Quickest way to get there would probably be via the lift. He winces a bit at that.
The steam lift? Can we go on the steam lift? Why are you wincing at the steam lift? Is it broken? Don't say it's broken. I want to take a picture on it.
People don't exactly look after it. I got a fair idea how to get it going, I suppose.
Aimed glitch noises.
Well, if that's where you want to go, then that's where I'll take you. Fine.
Woo! Gonna go on a lift. Yeah.
I like the fact that Tracy's cursor went round in a whoop. A circle of a whoop.
I couldn't make Token do it, so I was like, screw it.
Thanks for that, that was great.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Go, it's gonna lift. Come on, let's go to the lift. Yeah.
Okay, so.
If I promise not to shoot him, will you all go to the lift with me?
Right, who have we got? Who have we got? We got nobody, so I'm going to have to alleviate that. First things first. Let's see, you're all in a cluster. Nice, nice, nice. Do I need Madden? I don't think I need Madden. Eye of the Storm, you still got that on. Okay, cool. Anything you guys want to do before you leave? Are you happy with just going straight to this elevator?
All good.
Yeah, let's go.
No, we're good.
Okay, let me put you in a... Okay, so at least one of you's got a light source. Right.
I have a torch, I guess. We can turn my torch on if we're going somewhere dark, but...
So, you load you
Don't know
in,
what
but
use
then
it
let
would
me
be
read you a
outside.
description first. So, let me see. Let me test something first. Cool. Right, so Madden leads you out through the streets. Quietly. The eerie silence and rotting stench of the Ruby district suddenly gives way to a plaza, at the end of which you think you can make out a monstrosity of riveted iron plates and columns that's embedded into the cliff face with a platform controlled by gears and weighted chains. And Madden points in the direction of it. Over here. And so, I just had a be right back from Tracy. Okay. How do you want to proceed? Now, you are back out into the open sky, and therefore the moon is up. And as before, you should... Yes, those who used to have dark sight finds, they no longer do. And you can only see within areas of bright light. How would you like to proceed?
Carefully.
Okay. So...
Okay.
Carefully, swiftly, and with all due haste. To the left.
Oh, basically, you're trying to use keen senses to give an idea of any potential things that are coming up. Just to give advance warning.
Okay. So Kalad's currently in a patch of darkness. You appear to have come past the initial entrance alleyway. Peter, Kalad, and Galar. The rest are kind of trailing behind and have yet to actually fully exit. Glitch, moving very slowly and carefully, with the party's one
dark.
light source.
I was hoping people would keep up with the light, but you know.
Can I take an insight roll on Miss Featherington?
Sure.
Okay. Basically, she's asking. She's indicated she wants my dagger. I don't know why. The only thing I can tell is because she's been missing. And she wandered off into the house. My best guess is she saw something that makes her not trust Madden, or so might be about to go after it. I want to see if she sort of like her eyes or anything like that look like, or the way she's moving her body looks like she might be about to move on Madden.
Webby, want to respond to that?
Maybe.
Do you want me to take the insight roll first before you respond?
Does Webby want you to have to take an insight roll first?
Feathers isn't hard to read. Since we've rejoined back up, is that she has not taken her eyes off of Madden. You probably get the impression she's not going to stab him yet, but potentially wants to extract information.
Okie dokie. Tapestry, sort of like as the rest pull away, pulls out his crossbow and goes into hunting mode, and just happens as he pulls it to accidentally, in inverted commas, knock out his dagger from his belt, which drops down to Miss Featherington's feet, so that he can claim plausible deniability later.
Love it.
So, it's very difficult to make a dagger fall onto cobblestone without making a noise.
Quietly.
So everyone turns as they hear.
Can I make a finesse roll to see it? Can I make a finesse roll to see if I manage it?
To do it quietly.
Yep.
Sure.
I mean, if you drop it, then intercept it with your foot.
This is going to set Peter off because
drop it.
He's listening for threats. Listening and smelling for threats. He's actively
I get
listening.
Tapestry.
So let's see how Tapestry manages this first. Wow. 21.
I did invoke you can't quantify what you can't perceive.
Take that hope.
Yeah.
And yes, it falls in such a way that it actually gets flicked out of the holster, as it were, out of the scabbard. Sheath, that's the word I was looking for. So, as he's somehow, Featherington's not exactly sure how he did this, but as he's unhooking the crossbow from his shoulder so that he can hold it in front of him, somehow a dagger comes silently flying from its sheath in such a way that the blade comes in front of Featherington's eyes so that she can catch it in the air. And it doesn't make a sound. So, what we want is to give you that in your inventory. So,
it is a small dagger.
Let's move that from one to another.
Do you want me to remove it from?
I've already done it.
Oh, you've already done it. Cool.
You're too slow, good sir.
But I am quiet.
Apparently, yeah.
So none of the others are aware that this transaction occurred.
Yeah. Your Tapestry doesn't have a proper face, so you can't see if he winks at you or not. And then he goes sort of like carefully with his crossbow out, looking for threats.
So Madden is there at the edge of the light and essentially pointing towards the elevator at the end. Right, that's it. He's squinting into the shadows, looking around. He's like, I can't see a bloody thing.
We need light.
That little glitch appears. Right,
hello.
yes, the plaza.
You asked for some light.
All right. there's the elevator. Well, the good news is it looks like someone left the lights on for it, so...
Let's go! The elevator! Glitch is literally skipping across because she wants to go and play with the steam elevator.
Okay.
Down, not round.
Well, I was exploring over here, so, maybe I wanted to take the scenic route. I wasn't going the wrong way. I don't have a terrible sense of direction.
So, before being able to actually get on board the elevator, there's it's not a whole cage elevator, but it's more like the top is open. And you can see there are gear runs that will, as soon as the gears on the back of the elevator start moving, they will rotate and start carrying the elevator up, the elevator itself up the cliff face.
Is it a bit like a gondola?
I suppose.
It's more of a funicular.
Just goes vertical.
This does sound very cool.
And he's now fumbling at the cage door and opens it. Alright. Let's see. How do I get this thing started?
So cool.
So he notices Glitch has jumped right in on this contraption. This is she clapping her hands together, ready to get tinkering. Like, oh, good.
Happy with
all right.
glee.
I remember an old sign seen on similar devices and things at various points, and make sure that hands and legs and wings are inside the vehicle at all times.
Looks like
keep your appendages.
Madden examines the thing and just says, well, it looks like someone hasn't stoked the boiler and hasn't actually turned this thing on in a while, so we're going to have to get the engines, the furnace started, and that should be that. So,
what you're saying is you need fire.
Well, there should be some in there already. We just need to light the thing.
Hold out a torch. Got you covered.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. And that's when you hear... Hello? Can someone help me?
What did we hear? What? Who? Help who? Hello?
The voice came from somewhere over there. Hello? Is somebody there? Somebody?
No? Are you going to murder us? Because if not, then no.
I'm going to say I want to strain my ears. I want to see if it's got any kind of Corvidian undertones, like the imitations that the other bird ones did.
You can hear a strange shuffling, rustling kind of sound.
Isn't feathered or just like
Is
fabric?
somebody there? I don't want to be alone.
Something is definitely moving in the darkness.
Hello? Please, help me. Somebody?
Oh, hell no, I'm starting this fire.
Please, I don't want to die.
You can
Is it-
light up the world and have a look and see in the dark by making it not dark?
I am concerned it could be a Corvidian imitation, but I don't want to risk it.
Shuffling steps are coming closer.
I can't see.
I light up my wings and fly out.
Alright, let's give you a light source. Dim light doesn't work anymore. Okay. What colour would you like today?
Purple. Sparkly.
Purple. Let's tone down
Like
the
the way it's
purple a
purple and
little
sparkly.
bit, but let's make it sunburst. There we go.
Ah, beautiful disco.
Wow, very nice.
Disco ball effect.
Well, you went right past them.
You just didn't hear it, but
Good thing I was ready and
down the
prepared for
hallway.
it. I was expecting it. I am so glad I caught that.
Yeah, so Galar unfurls... Galar does her thing with her wings of light and shoots off. and tries illuminating as much of the place as possible. But as she careens around this, what looks like it used to be some kind of fountain, but it's long since dried up, a pair of dark winged figures are suddenly illuminated by the passing of Galar's light, and you can see they're both shuffling forwards with their hands outstretched, making shuffling, uneven
Not the only one.
movements, feeling their way forwards.
I did catch a glimpse of what's on the other side of that statue briefly as Galar zigzagged, so... Yes, I did see there's more on the other side.
So, yes, you know there are adversaries here. Madden and Glitch managed to start the engine, and so... For those who don't have...
Everyone back on the bus.
Well, it starts, but it needs time to build up, you can see. It needs to build up... It needs to build up flame to build up steam to then start the actual gears moving, and then... So it's going to need some time, but you can hear it hiss, and there's a chug, 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 chug sound, and it is almost maddeningly loud in the silence of the plaza, and you can practically hear the sound of the elevator's engine starting up, echoing around the various through the alleyways in the near vicinity. So, I'm going to start a countdown.
What you're saying is I have time to test my new site. Got it.
I am going to start us with 4. Oop, that started another one. Why did it start another one? Boop.
Oh my god, there's multiple countdowns.
Current value should be the same one. It will...
Richard Whiteley needs to be stopped.
So essentially, this is the countdown of when something or some things else get attracted to all of this noise.
We hoped it was going to be the countdown for when we get out of here.
Don't be silly. That would be far too easy.
But at the same time... Actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to call this one Company Coming, so that every time you miss, or miss with fear, or roll with fear, it's going to count down the likelihood of something arriving. But I'm going to actually place another countdown, which is the countdown of the elevator. And I am also going to start it at 4. Every time somebody, with help from Madden, manages to successfully get the motor running, that will be your elevator count counting down. So basically it's a countdown race. There we are.
Sad face.
So I'm gonna have to put this off to one side, and that...
I'd say probably let Galar have the first go as she is amongst them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Go
absolutely. Galar is asking for the spotlight, therefore Galar will gain the spotlight, but I am going to add... And... let's go with... Ooh, there we go. Cool. Galar gets the spotlight. Off you go, Sean. What would you like to do?
I think it'd be simple of smashing into the first one that she sees. So.
Right here.
Which one? That's the shield, so that's got the spear.
Is that a
crit?
No, it's not. It's a 9 and a 6, unfortunately. But that is a successful hit with the spear, and the Corvian is going to activate its wing flutter by taking a stress as it just flutters out of range of the hit.
How very dare.
How very dare it.
You still have a move available to you, though, because you started here, so...
I think you should just focus on that one then. Follow.
Okay. Just turn a few things off and change a few things over.
Yeah, I think that's all I've got.
Okay, that was a successful hit, a hit with hope. So whoever wants to go next, which can include, you know, Glitch trying to get things moving on the old elevator engine here.
Glitch would love to help with the elevator, but she's just been offered the chance to play with her new side. So she's kind of single-track minded right now, wants to blow things up.
Oh, interesting.
Can you move and hit in enough time?
Did we all die? Wow.
I know. That's put their hand up.
Glitch has requested the spotlight, therefore gets the spotlight. Peter did warn that he could hear or see evidence that there was something else walking around the
I saw a
shadow
flash
area.
from when Galar went through. So, yeah.
I appear not to be able to move or do anything on the screen.
Were you in measuring by accident?
No.
Try pressing the direction keys up, down, left, or right to see if that works. If not, then
Nope.
you've lost connection and therefore need to sign out and sign back
please
in
hold.
to re-establish it.
We are just going to quickly just refresh. I do apologise.
Glitch, do you have to turn yourself off and on again?
Yeah, sorry I glitched. My
I was about to
bad.
say it's glitching.
Glitch is glitching. I'm sorry.
This is what
Oh, it's
happens
already-
when you try to take on too many bits of hardware at the same time.
No, I got too excited and overloaded my circuits.
To update your chipset and download the algorithm from the mainframe.
I know. I haven't done an update in a while.
Apparently scythe.exe wasn't quite properly loaded yet, so...
Yeah, it's not quite. But wow, taking your time to download modules. Could someone move me towards Peter, please, and towards the right as far as I can go? If he's basically while we're waiting, she's going to go to the right because he said there's something over there. She's going that direction.
Hello. That's as far as she can move.
Okay, I'm just going to turn the stream on real quick so I can see as far as she went. Well, this thing takes its absolute sweet time. 1 second. Someone throw me the thingy link, please.
Yes, somebody provide Tracy with the link, please.
Because it's doing that thing where it goes, it is taking a long time. Yes, I'm aware. 1 second. Yeah, I don't have the link. I have lost the link.
Anybody got my Twitch stream link handy for
I know I had
Tracy?
it. I am desperately scrolling up my own server looking for this link, but I've lost the link. I've lost the link. Matt, have your link.
Can I get that? Oh, someone's found it.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that thing in front. That's not within range of me, is it?
Well, are
Of the
you
scythe,
using
I mean.
the Dream Executioner scythe?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it has reach.
It actually does have a reach of very close. And look at that!
Excellent. Let's put that bad boy on and take this thing out for a spin.
Peter, she just said spin, and she's using a scythe, and you were also in very close range, so I suggest ducking.
That's a good point. He's like,
She's literally gonna pop it out and go, let's play
she
the
usually
thing
doesn't
out.
use melee, so yeah, it's gonna be a hit the attack.
Right, are you still having trouble signing in?
Yeah, it's still taking its sweet time.
Do
No,
you-
I'm in!
Oh, never mind, hands off, taking my hands off the steering wheel.
Alright. Let's roll some dice, shall we? I don't think any of my stuff will help me with this right now, so... I can't see that.
That's what Glitch is seeing.
That
This
is
is on
a
Discord.
17 with fear,
Uh-oh.
which is a hit. With no targets.
Got him.
But there we are.
Oh yes, I was
Roll.
having too much trouble, even. Apparently still having trouble with that. Sorry.
Cool.
Let me just unclick charging quiver. Don't think this came out of the quiver somehow.
No.
Oh,
That
So
will
let's see.
do,
Damage
D8.
is 10. It's not bad.
that's not bad.
At which point the Corvian Dweller is going to
So
take a stress and flutter just out of range.
did I get him with it though?
You
Or
would
not?
have if he hadn't have fluttered out of range.
All right, Glitch is going to swear at him.
I was gonna say that means the execution is it's a lot harder with the mace because I thought it was I thought the size was D12.
Right. Okay.
Maul
fine.
is the D12.
Be like that.
Yeah.
I'll be coming for you in a minute.
That was a roll with fear, therefore the countdown for
Sorry.
them goes down, and I get to spend a fear to activate. Let me think. This chappie here. Oh, almost didn't do it. Who is going to spend a fear to become no target selected. Okay. Cloaked for a moment.
I was just say, given how loud the machine is it possible if you're able to be light enough, you could actually use the sound to hide from these things as they are blind?
It's a worthy consideration.
Obviously not for Peter, but some of the other ones might be able to actually pull it up. Not pull it up, get away with it. Pull it off, that's the word.
I rolled a 14. Right. So, the other Corvian dweller next to Galar disappears momentarily into the shadows, but then comes surging out of it to manage to ambush Galar and hits. So unless Galar has got something she can do to avoid the hit,
Say,
I am rolling damage. I didn't do too great.
the Khalad's probably in range of the one that Glitch tried to have a go at.
Marked an armor point. Okay, that is me done. Khalad wants the spotlight. Khalad gets the spotlight.
Right. Is it an agility roll to go far distance in a turn?
Yes.
Right. I'm aiming to land here. Let's
Yep.
see how I go.
You definitely do it. Oh boy, do you do it. You do it with fear. You do it. Testing the chat.
Right.
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, in which case, have they met my friend Stabbing?
I mean, if you hit, then yes.
Stab him and squish. Right, so, hello, excellent, it's working great now, yes. Hello! Waboom! What do we get? We got a 17 with fear, which is a hit. The Corvian Dweller will... Whoops-a-daisy, wrong action. Will spend a stress in order to flutter out of range of that attack.
Meanie. Right, let me just double check a ruling.
Yo-yo.
Okay, cool. When I make an attack, it does not say it has to hit.
Exactamundo.
Right. So, being quick. And have they met my friend Stabbing?
They may have made your acquaintance. So, 13 with fear. Okay, cool. That is another hit, which means this guy, once again, is going to use Wing Flutter to mark another stress to jump out the way of that.
Okay, next question. Is it an action to drink a stamina potion?
I'm going to go with no.
Okay. In which case, I think now's a really good time to drink my stamina potion.
Which means you get 3 stress back. Nice. That was a roll with fear, which means the countdown goes down, and I'm going to spend it on activating this Corvian dweller over here, who is going to engage in some cloaked action as he dives off into the shadows momentarily. And then I am going to spend another fear? Nope. As he surges out from behind the tree next to Glitch and manages to hit her.
Son of a...
Does Glitch have a way of getting away from this attack?
I don't have a way of getting away from it, I have a way of reducing it.
Okay, which is just as well, because it does 11 damage, so...
You need some heals.
Well, that's just damage.
Armor.
How that goes, that's into your major, so that's 2 at least, so...
Right, I need to use a hope so I can roll this thing. Oh, okay. Roll. Please reduce the damage.
There we go, that was an 8. Ooh, if the ward result is an 8, the ward's power ends after it reduces the damage this turn.
Damage.
So it takes it down by 8,
for free.
Which means it's down to 3, which means it's down to just, it inflicts only 1 hit point, which you can take on your armor.
Okay, yep. That's better than taking everything.
Lovely. But
however,
now you're...
I can't do that again. Oh crap.
It recharge for your next
major damage. I'm just going to close the thing because I manually did it.
Yeah, don't worry about it then. Yeah, just close it. That's fine. Cool. But that was that. Miss Featherington has requested the spotlight. Miss Featherington gets the spotlight. This elevator is still not going anywhere.
Big bada-kaboom.
Definitely seems that way.
As soon as I hit this thing and hand the scythe to Peter, I'll go back to the lift. I just want to hit one thing with this.
Manipulate magic. Okay, cool.
Dodge this, casual.
Well.
Yeah, dodge this, yeah, dodge this.
Hitting more than one target. Okay, groovy.
If this dies because Scarlet murders it, I'm going to go back and just build the fire out of sheer
not
spite.
with 9.
That is a 9 with fear. It is a miss with fear, which means the countdown goes down again. Does Featherington want to move anywhere?
No.
Right. The way this is going, I'm going to amend things a little bit and say every time you roll with hope is when Madden manages to get the engine more ready. So...
Yay!
So as well as being if someone makes the attempt at helping with the elevator, you know, that can help your countdown, but also rolling with hope will do it too as Madden works on it. So that was a miss with fear, which means I get an action, and I'm gonna do this guy up here who hasn't done anything much. Who's he gonna attack? Cloaked action, spend 1 fear. Ambushes Peter. And hits. Does Peter have any way of avoiding the attack?
No, it is very easy to hit him.
Let's roll damage, and we get... Okay, 10. It's a very funky remix of the battle music, I have to say.
Not had the thing come up to take it yet.
No? I'll press that
So
again.
I can't be it now.
Tell me if it turns up. Oh no, it did turn up that time. Okay, cool. Needless to say, if a second damage thing turns up, ignore it. That was me. Whom of you wishes to go next? Peter!
Batter up.
Forceful push, as per usual. Okie dokie. Oh my god! Alright, just before... so as this creature lands and manages to catch Peter from aside, he turns with, righteous fury in his eyes, and the creature itself tilts its head to one side, opens its beak, and a child's voice emits from it going, "Hello, are you a friend? Can you help me?"
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that bat's coming
Could be
round.
worse.
This is one huge hit. So roll damage.
He's just directing it for the nearest solid object to slam it into.
Which would be the fountain.
And I've got... So I hit... This counts as with hope, so I get 1d6.
Nice.
And brutal means I get to re-roll the d8, I do believe.
Cool.
Wait,
Be friends? No.
That can't be
I was
right.
just I'll
Are
help
you
you.
my mummy?
Help you die.
So brutal. On a
You
successful
drown.
attack, you may roll an additional damage die and drop the lowest result. Nice. Which, considering this is a crit as well.
Okay, it's telling me 1d8 times 8 plus 1 plus d6 plus 14. That can't be right for damage.
Don't argue with the map.
Reroll the d8.
Because that was a crit.
I'll take the 3 then, instead of the 1.
Which makes that a 21. Wow. The Corvidian comes apart when it hits the fountain. There's just a spray of yes, indeed, I agree. That's too much math for me. I'm just going to trust.
Feathers and I-core.
I'm just going to trust the engine knows what it's doing. But yeah, there's feathers and bone and I-core and all stuff. Just explosion of black feathers and bits go everywhere. Nicely done. Because that was a crit, you get a hope and get to clear a stress. And somebody else, Tapestry, wants the thingamajig. Oh, and because that was a crit, that also means that the elevator is that much closer to being completed.
just roar to intimidate, like, "Be gone, beasts!"
Cool. Tapestry, you're up. What would you like to do?
I am going to try and snipe the one that's attacking Glitch.
Cool.
Because as it's in melee range or something, if I do hit, I get sneak attack damage on it.
Aha.
Ooh, sweet. Very
That is
nice.
a 12 with fear, which is a on the money hit.
Okay.
And it's coming.
Right. Okay, so the countdown has finished. Something else might be entering the arena soon. Ooh, those dice, they're glowing now! Look at
Just like Tapestry.
Right, so I'm going to give you this observation for free because Tapestry is very good at observing his enemies. You've noticed now, this is the second time you've encountered these creatures.
Yeah.
The first time they weren't blind, but they are acting in more or less the same kind of way. They do like to spring out of the shadows and attack, but the thing that you notice about them most is that melee attacks against them, they seem to respond with that quick flutter out of the way, that beat of their wings to draw them back out of the way of an attack. Not so with ranged attacks.
Yes, I didn't see it coming.
I'll call that in that case is like they can read melee. If anyone has ranged, switch to that. They seem to be unable to dodge that properly.
So I am gonna bring in, let's see, over in that conveniently placed lantern over there. I'm gonna place... A couple of creatures have now rounded a corner, drawn by the noise. But, that's them taking their turn to get here. I'm going to spend that fear you just gave me to make this guy take the spotlight, as he will go for some cloaked action. Spend a fear, make him vanish. And we'll ambush Galar. Ooh, I didn't do very well with that at all, so that is a very clumsy swing. It brushes against some of the gnarled, practically petrified branches of this tree as it tries to come around for an unexpected quarter, which means you see it coming, and as such, Galar is easily able to dodge away from it. So, that was one of my turns done, so now the spotlight can go back to one of you guys. Who would like it? Everyone has had at least one action that they've taken, so...
I'd like to run away from the thing in front of me, please.
Glitch wants the spotlight. Glitch gets the spotlight.
I would like to go over here.
Cool, cool.
Seems like they're a bit owie.
Through the cage
They
door,
are a
yep.
lot owie. I'm back over here and help him.
What I would like from you is a knowledge roll, please. I'll let you have advantage on this, actually. Oh, actually, pardon me. You are able to actually use your patron domain of technology on this, now that I think of it, so...
It's either that or the assistance buddy one, because I'm assisting someone.
Sure. Either way, you have options.
I will use assistance buddy, because it will help me more.
That's a critical success.
There you go.
Gain a hope, clear a stress, and that knocks down by 2 the other countdown, which means the lift is ready to go. All you need to now is get in it.
Get on the damn lift. Glitch is going to yell, get on the damn
chopper!
lift.
Get to the chopper!
Yes, indeed. So, yes, that was a critical success, so the spotlight is still very firmly on you guys, so whoever wants to use it to retreat can do so. Kalad has requested, gets to do what he wants.
I don't like not being able to see.
Aww.
It's weird for the guy filled with eyes not to be able to see in the dark.
Fighting against creatures who can see in the dark even though they don't have eyes.
Yes.
I feel like this is very unfair.
This is unfair. This is not how the world's supposed to work. I'm supposed to be able to see everything, not nothing. It's creepy and weird.
Welcome to my world.
Peter, you've requested spotlight. Nobody's made any actions as such, so it can stay on you guys. Galar's the last one standing. Does Galar want to get in the lift?
Galar has the wings up, so technically she can fly along with us.
So do you want
going up or down?
Does Kalad essentially want to slam the cage door shut after Peter gets in?
Do we have to close the door?
No, but it would allow them to get in.
Please close the door. Is there a top to this cage, or
No.
is it just like a fence? Oh, great.
This is why I said it's sort of like a gondola.
But
There's,
you
in
have
that
noticed that these guys
Okay.
aren't terribly good at flying.
Yeah, but Galar is, so we can
Galar
get going, and
is. So
Galar
Galar
can
can,
just come along.
obviously, Galar can get in here, no problem. Excuse me. Galar has spotlight. As Madden's there going, everybody get in, come on! As he cranks the lever to start the gears moving and the elevator starts to ascend.
Uh-oh.
That is a 6 with hope on a bolt beacon. Well, because of course it went that way, didn't it?
Always.
What have you done with that spell?
Yeesh. Whatever god, goddess this divine power is coming from, you're obviously you've not done something, and you haven't put coins in the meter or something.
Have you checked which god it's coming from, and
Well.
are you saying their name correctly?
you might have dialed the wrong number. Yes.
You upset them in some fashion.
I try my best.
You keep calling them Apollo.
That's funny. I don't know where I was. Somewhere around here.
Yeah.
The
that
gaming buddy is here.
close about just gets you through as you like phase through the. I'll tell you what. Because you do it so often, we treat you as if you were a ghost. I'm essentially going to give.
I mean,
you...
she's not.
I mean, technically, she's an part air elemental.
Just drift on through, it's fine.
Damn it!
Blow me down.
I am gonna go with giving you the incorporeal feature. And I'll type it out properly next time. Incorporeal does not start with an O. And like... That's too... like the incorporeal works with monsters, mark a stress to pass through solid objects.
Oh, that's cool.
So... it's going to be... it's not exactly an action, it's more of a passive thing, so... Generic. Incorporeal. I can take care of misspellings later. And it costs you... a stress. There we are. Done. Just like that. Thank you, Foundry Born. So, yes, if Gala wants to phase through the solid mesh bar, or the bars rather, I should say, of the cage, that will cost you a stress.
Yep.
So you can either do it manually, or you can try and use the new feature I just gave you, either way.
I've marked it.
What was that, sorry?
I've marked it manually.
Marked it manually, awesome sauce. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, there we go. And so you start the cage starts rising up as you see the two remaining Corvians are there, walking forwards, reaching out with their hands as they're blindly trying to find you. One of them, the nearest one that had actually attacked Glitch earlier, that Tapestry had revenge sniped, makes a jump and tries to beat its wings, but you can see that these things don't have very strong flight. So it manages an extra high leap and does cling on to the bottom of the lift, which allows Peter to essentially stamp on its fingers to make it let go.
With relish. And
it does. And it drops to the floor. As you see, a good many more than the three that I had just brought in moments ago. A good many more you can see from the alleyways starting to converge on the on this space.
The plaza.
The plaza, thank you. But you are now ascending further and further away from them until you are home free. As soon as the cage hits the top, Madden engages the brakes. Nobody's keen to send it back down, so everybody gets off and manages to safely exit.
Bye bye, birdies.
Please wait for the ride to come to a complete stop before trying to exit.
You follow the sound of voices as you can spy a cathedral spire in the near distance. Not very far at all, so it does seem that Borast's directions were true. This was the fastest way to get here. So, I will bring you, even though I haven't brought you, I will bring you to...
The Radiant Church is surprisingly shadowy.
I don't need Madden, I just need you guys.
They like to be cloaked in darkness.
Well, so far the churches we've seen, one of them needed a major cleanup. One was infested by a horrible monster, and this one's got a dodgy elevator on the outside.
So,
Man,
the
these judges need to
spectacular
sort out
view...
themselves.
Pardon me, sorry. Let me take away those countdowns as well, actually. We're done with them.
Where is Madden staying at the lift?
He's not staying at the lift. He's lurking behind you guys, following you, basically.
You'll have to hold off stabbing him for a bit longer.
Stab.
You're not going to stab him yet.
No, I'm not intending to stab him.
You're just standing
Borrow
next
his
to him.
kidneys.
Cool.
I'm intending to threaten him to gather information. Again.
So what you're saying is you just want to have a conversation that you can make your point in. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
So, the spectacular view of the city is spoiled only by the smell of oil and rust and the deafening clank of metal gears. But luckily, the ride is short, and the gates open once more to reveal a broad courtyard, filled with a line of sick and ragged people. Yeah, a bit of casual threatening, exactly. They stand in long lines under the imposing edifice of a magnificent cathedral, waiting to reach the priests distributing medicine from glass vials at the front of each line. White-robed priests distribute chunks of bread or hold buckets of water and ladles as they walk the crowd, receiving tears of joy and whispered words of awe in return. A light shines in each person's eyes, either from fever or in the hope of their salvation. Whoever wants to can give me an instinct roll.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Doom!
Ooh, that was a good
I
roll.
mean, yeah.
Critical again.
Instinct with fear, critical. Instinct with fear. Okay. So, those of you who got critical, which was Peter, yeah. Can take a hope, mark off the stress. Oh, and that is a 23 with hope from Miss Featherington, so take the hope.
Wow.
It's getting a little loud, so I'm going to knock that down. So. Okay. Cool. So, those of you who all succeeded, which is pretty much all of you who tested there, notice how everything here is more run down than a wealthy church should be. You can see how the once gleaming white walls have turned a dingy grey and dull, and the priest's robes are looking worse for wear. And there's a gut-churning ambient mood that's right below the thin veneer of hope. Now, excuse me again. What you do notice is that the end of this line, next to the overseeing the priests who are ladling out glass vials at the end, there is a pair of individuals who look a bit more important than the other priests, in that they are wearing garb that's got more brocaded decoration on them. Specifically, the fellow in white at the very, very end. Rather striking-looking individual. He wears a lot of gold thread, which seems to suggest that he is of a pretty high rank in the church. And he seems to be overseeing the end of the line where these vials are being distributed to people, whilst also occasionally passing information, notes, observations, it's not entirely clear, to the bespectacled individual next to him. The bespectacled individual very much seems to be taking orders from the more grandly decorated male, so it's fair to say this pink-haired spectacled individual is a subordinate. He's currently at the back. What would you guys like to do?
The line.
Well, you guys are technically at the back of the line. He's at the front of the line, pardon me.
Glitch is going to join the line. Don't know what anyone else is going to do, but Glitch is just going to join the line and make her way towards the front slowly.
I mean, great British pastime, queuing.
Yeah, yes.
Right. There are a couple of guards you notice here and there. Not that many of them, just enough to give a sense of security here. You certainly can't hear the sound of creatures in the near distance. So this area does seem to be a safe area.
Is there the sense of that incensey stuff that they make to protect places like the church and stuff? Like what we were getting the component for before.
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay.
Definitely on this side building over here, there are obvious incense plates, cups, that kind of thing, on the outside, and they're being allowed to burn, and wisps of coloured smoke are rising up. Right. Peter, this incense stuff smells bloody horrible to you. It's probably the fact that you've got a keener smell than everybody else, so it's like, wow, this is pretty potent stuff. Standing too close to it for any particular period of time. It's very cloying.
Poor Peter.
Everyone else either doesn't seem to mind
particular.
What? Sorry, go on.
That's where I could identify any particular smells as part of it. You know, like I identify like is it a particular flower or something, or if it's made up of different things, kind of thing.
It does appear to be made up of different things. There's a very heavy scent of kind of a musk to it. That's possibly the more overwhelmingly cloying part of the smell for Peter. Very musky smell. We'll attempt to draw Madden away from the guards and the rest of the group. How?
Seduction.
Do you think they are Ariel from The Little Mermaid?
Yes.
Your eyelashes a few times, you know.
That's exactly what I think she is.
Well, it wants to be part of that world.
To an extent, yeah. I think it'd be more on the initially gesturing to as an apology.
Okay.
For the previous interaction.
All right. Seems to go somewhere. He's like, you're warming up to me now, are you? Just a shame you're not real, so to speak.
Wow!
When we are far enough away from the guards, is that the dagger will be drawn and just touching into the skin
Of?
Yeah, the belly. Let's go for belly.
Belly, okay. So, there's some shadow right there for you. At which point, yes, sudden prick of a knife at the gut area. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think you're slightly overstepping yourself here, Miss Feathers. Whatever your name is.
What?
Claps hand over his mouth. Okay. He doesn't seem alarmed. He seems to be trying to decide if this is actually going on or not. But he is looking over in the direction of the nearest light source, which just so happens to be Gala. Almost like he's trying to get Gala's attention. That is Voice of Dread, 16 with fear.
Good luck finding that.
2 feathers.
2 feathers.
I'd like to know if you've actually seen me do this.
I was going to say, yeah.
I said I'm keeping an eye out.
You did.
You walked
Says
up
right there,
to
keeps
him
an eye or
in
3
the
on
shadow.
feathers. right there.
So what I'm doing is inside your own head. Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh no.
I don't hear your reply.
Now, when
Doesn't
you
work
say,
like
when you put down writes out truth on his face, what we mean is,
Oh, she's just tracing a finger across his cheek.
right. He's trying to lean away from the
Confused.
finger that's making patterns on his cheek, and he's got a very much a look of what the hell is going on. It's definitely unsettling him. And he calls out,
You
guys,
need
I
that
think
one
your
alive."
mannequin's malfunctioning.
Tapestry looks
reply with,
over
"No,
at Glitch. Tapestry looks over at Glitch and says, "Glitch, is everything okay?"
Glitch will just shrug and go, line's moving a bit slow, I guess. Is that all?
Line
I
isn't
don't know.
moving that
Or-
slowly, actually. It's moving fairly quickly, actually. You're probably more like mid of the way through the line by this point. Which,
Okay.
much to
He's gonna think
Madden's
he's fine.
much to Madden's actually regret, because he didn't realise you've moved so far away. So he's
We're
like,
not like
"Uh-oh."
over here at this point, really, aren't we? Let's be honest.
He's
Yeah, no,
wincing
Glitch
now
is fine.
as
She's just gonna shrug.
the dagger gets pushed more into his gut. He winces a bit and goes, "All right, fine. What is it? What? You want money from me? You want my cut? Is that it?"
Yeah, totally. That's what she wants, buddy.
How would you describe the Lord?
For reference, Tapestry Glitch is still sad that she didn't get to stab something with her scythe. That's the only thing wrong with her.
That's okay. Tapestry is very concerned that he's not at all deliberately misunderstanding.
Ooh.
Points at him,
The
points
guy
back where
didn't
they came from.
specify which mannequin.
What, you want to
This is
go
so true.
back? Don't break them too badly, we need them alive. Them. Mine's talking. Yeah, which point he's like, what the... You want to talk now? You want to take me somewhere and talk? I'm here to show you guys through the place we need to get to.
They've gone. The light moved. They've gone.
Yep, the lights moved. You can't see them.
Sorry, we're unable to assist you right now, good sir.
Right, can I get a presence
follow me.
roll from Featherington, please, to see how well you do your best mime act to get over the information you want to get over? That's not bad at all. That is
this is
19.
great.
That's
Illusion,
casting a minor
even better.
So the illusion would be of him with Madden and the Lord talking.
Ooh, now he gets concerned at this because he's seeing actual magic happen in front of him. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, me and his lordship talking. So what? I had to negotiate my new price. I take it that she's like pushed the knife in a little bit just to make him wince again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Every time he just kind of like avoids answering the question. I'm pretty sure the knife's probably actually pierced the skin now.
Okay, right, shit, fine. I'm here to make sure that you find I'm here to make sure that you find the evidence that Revolt wants. You can let up now, please. I was negotiating a price because I was taking one hunter through this area before with that frickin' Borast son of a bitch. Now I'm being asked to take 6? I needed higher rates. You don't think he's lying?
I wouldn't lie to her either, jeez.
But Revolt was insistent, especially after What's-Her-Face opened her gob, that I tag along with you guys and make sure you find what he wants. Want to relax that thing now?
Yeah, it relaxes a little.
Oh, gee. Bloody hell. They need to have a proper look at how you work. I'm pretty sure mannequins aren't meant to act like this. Points at her eyes, points at him. Yeah, feel free, love. He slips away as quickly as he can out from where Feathers is pinning him back up against a wall. Slips out as fast as he can and heads back towards the light where people can see him. He keeps looking back in Featherington's direction. Meanwhile, as you guys are about halfway up the queue, you appear to gain the notice of the fellow in charge up here, and he nods to his assistant, for lack of a better word, and they start working their way down. Pardon me, other side. They start working their way down the queue. At which point, yes.
Tapestry's been sort of like we're gradually sort of drifting off to the darkness. He was actually going to try and actually keep hidden and potentially sort of shadow step if he saw an opportunity to investigate sort of like the church or these guys to look for potential evidence or potential things to fabricate evidence as that Lord guy who hired us wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to let you know he is trying not to be seen in the shadows in case he sees an opportunity to slip in somewhere and gather stuff that might be useful. He's not telling the rest of the party what he's doing.
I was just about to post that Feathers accidentally bumped into him and slips the dagger back into his pouch, but I won't do that now.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Okay. So this guy sidles up to Peter and Gala, who seem to be at the front of the list, and Glitch. Sorry, Glitch was almost camouflaged there amongst the peasantry. Take that as you will. I've knocked myself out on my own tangent there. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
You were saying that we were halfway down, some guy was coming up, and I was camouflaged.
Yes. Ah, hunters, he says with this very rich, deep voice. How might we be of service to our esteemed protectors of the city on this night? Well, Peter is...
We've left Callard back there.
Can we get some of the holy stuff?
Tonic.
Thingy?
We're looking for the good stuff.
Peter with, help me because I don't remember what we're here for.
We are here for for some tonic and supplies before proceeding into some of the more dangerous areas. We were advised by the one who gave us our last bit of information that getting things from here would be advantageous for where we are going.
Of course. On request. And he snaps his fingers, and the bespectacled acolyte nods and goes off towards the front of the queue. From this vantage point, you can see that there are a pair of priests at the end of the queue, sitting behind a wooden bench, essentially. Well, it's being used as a table, but it's essentially a high bench. On the floor, next to these benches, are small crates, and one of the topmost one obviously has its lid off, and you can see packed into these crates are more of these vials. And the acolyte goes up, counts 1, 2, 3, and pulls 3 more vials of liquid out of the crate before coming back to you guys and handing one out to each. So Peter and Galar, if I can look at your inventories, yep, and Glitch. Each of you have already got holy tonics in your inventory, so just up the quantity by 1.
Glitch will point out that sorry, but there's actually 6 of us. And she'll turn around to see if she can see any of the others and point them out.
The mannequin at the back, the angel spawn, as you call him, next to the orc. And there is a cosmic born somewhere around here as well. He likes to hide in the shadows.
Good grief, we do have auspicious visitations tonight. Well, of course, extras, at which point he signals for the acolyte to go and fetch more. So, Tapestry and Calad and Miss Featherington do any of you not have Holy Tonic in your inventory already?
I have
Have
one.
they all told Feathers what it does?
Yes.
No. Yes. Did we
don't
talk
think
about
so.
At least one person has used it.
Tapestry got
Father Hall
one.
gave us some.
Tapestry got one when he was shopping, and it was specifically said what it actually does, so he did mention that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you do know what this does.
Yeah, she ain't taking it.
She's not.
No.
But all it does.
It doesn't cure it doesn't cure brain. It
stress.
cures stress. No, it's more the physical bit. It heals you physically as well.
Let's just keep Feathers one in the bag, and if they want it, they can have it.
Oh, you're talking about Holy Tonic rather than the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
it's
is not white fungal tea. You can have that if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the cure madness. It's the cure your broken body.
So, if you've already got Holy Tonic, then up the amount you've got in your inventory by one.
Does it matter that Tapestry is not coming out of hiding to collect it?
Yeah, I'm assuming that they'll be handed out later, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, fair enough.
Essentially. So, feel free.
You've got.
While they're at the top of the queue, Howard has sided up to Madden.
Yep.
All right.
Seriously, that mannequin of yours needs seeing to. I think it's out of warranty or something. He's still rubbing his midsection where she stabbed him. So.
He's their own thing, and he doesn't seem to like you very much, but I've not had a chance to find out why.
Who could possibly not like me? And he flashes a smile, and he's got like the end of one of his tusks on the lower jaw has actually got a gold cap to it. Come on, who couldn't like me? Yeah, don't be too quick to answer that. Thanks.
Don't. Right. Don't double cross us to your boss.
Thanks,
At the
chat.
moment, that's
Thanks,
her on
Pixie
a
Mixie.
leash.
That's
Do you
Tracy.
have a moment to talk about? Yeah. Do you have a moment to talk about your mannequin's extended warranty? Thanks. That was great.
You're welcome.
Sorry, go on, Davis. What you were saying?
Yeah. That's her on a leash.
Okay.
Are you saying that with an earshot?
This is to Madden, quietly pointing out that's her on a leash, as in she is on her best behaviour.
She seriously needs her head
Push it
examined.
too much.
Trust me, that psychotic that psychotic clank is not getting anywhere near me from now on.
I guess here, where we go, challenge accepted.
Oh, the chuckle. You didn't have to make that chuckle that way, Webby, but you did.
This goes to show. Don't know him. I'm just like.
Now, why do I get
that's
the
a gauntlet
impression
being thrown
that
down.
Callard and Madden are about to be thrown off the edge? And Callard's the only one with wings.
Okay. Yeah, so Madden's just kind of quietly grumbling to himself about all of this. Nevertheless. Remain motionless. Okay. Interesting that you're drawing on that experience. But you are in the shadows, so yes, of course. In the meantime, back to the man in charge here. Well, may I introduce myself to you all? My name is Vicar Inonda, and I am the one whose this illustrious establishment and all of its attendants fall under my jurisdiction. In fact, they said there are 6 of you. That's 2 cadres worth of hunters. Whose jurisdiction do you come under? Which father are you working for?
Yeah, when we remember that, we'll let you know.
Oh, no. Father Hawk is who we are currently with.
Father Hawk. Of course.
Drugs.
Excellent.
Let's turn to Glitch. It's the one you were drooling over previously.
Oh!
There's 2 fathers you can name, remember? If you need to.
No, that was... It was only...
The other guy we left up at the...
Gallimore.
Up at Gallimore?
Yeah, but we're not officially attached to him, though.
Okay. Yes, but if you're trying to claim that, if you're trying to make sure he doesn't
2.
try and split us up and things like that, you've got another name you can drop if you need to.
Father Hawk, of course. Well, his measure is known to many of us. He, like a good many of the clergy, elected to stay behind when the nobility, in its cowardice, decided to press forward and quarantine the entire Ruby district, sealing all these poor people inside with the Scourge. But the Radiant One teaches us that those of us who have the strength to defend those who do not have an obligation to do so. And so, here we are. And here you are, doing the Radiant One's work, I don't doubt. You said you were going to proceed off further into the district. Is that why it's on such a night as this? I mean, he makes sure he doesn't actually look up into the sky, you notice, even though he gestures that way. He makes a point of not actively looking.
Not necessary are not the same thing.
Well, what brings you here then? You said somebody told you to load up. Who recommended us, may I ask?
Another
Is that the correct name of the wolf?
Yes,
Borast.
Borast. Another hunter advised us who was on a similar hunt to get supplies before we continue onwards.
Did Glitch actually
Mr.
name
Borast.
him? Mr. Borast.
Yes, she will say Mr. She will call him Mr. Borak.
Borast.
I know
Reaver?
of Borast Deep Reaver. A fine man. Great hunter.
He's got injured, so we're assisting him.
Oh no.
While he
Injured?
recovers. He'll be fine.
What happened to him?
Something chewed on him? A bit? A little bit.
I
Tiny bit.
We are
Maybe a lot,
continuing
but he's
his
still in one piece.
hunt
Okay.
into the increase of the accursed creatures.
You are investigating the Scourge. Well, I for one feel the gaze of the Radiant One on us in this particular occasion, having brought not just 3, but apparently 6 great hunters to this endeavor. That is surely the blessings of the Radiant One shining down upon us. I am much relieved, as indeed all of these people are. We cannot bring the Radiant One's light in the same manner that you, fine hunters, do, defenders, champions of the people as you are. We humble clergy have to try a different method, and thankfully you came to exactly the right place, as we are gifting out... Hang on, Natcat. He got chewed on just a little bit, not much damage at all. Yeah. Something may have taken a bite. Apparently dwarf isn't that tasty. Anyway, where was I?
Stringy.
We are endeavoring to try and bring about another miracle of the Radiant One. And here it is. And he gestures to one of the bottles, the vials in your possession. Holy tonic.
Oh.
We are endeavoring to end the Scourge through inoculating those who are displaying early symptoms or those who simply wish to be guarded against it. And I am happy to say we are getting some very encouraging results.
Is this stopping them becoming good?
Indeed. In fact, he gestures towards a building just off to the northeast here, an outbuilding that Kalad's not far from, actually. We have a number of individuals convalescing within our hospice building over there, where we have brought, or where we have received some of the most afflicted and are treating them with generous doses of the holy tonic in order to see that the Scourge curse is eradicated in Luyarnha once and for all.
And, can we go look at this miracle in the making?
Of course, of course. Right this way. And he gestures in the direction of the hospice.
That's... Glitch is genuinely interested in this.
Cool.
Oh, things happening.
So,
Wait, maybe we should go get Callum. Hang on.
Because of the time, we are going to have to cut things short there, I am afraid. But...
Oh, no.
Yes, I'm afraid so. It's 10 o'clock. And on a school night, too. I know technically it's half term here, and so... But, you know, you can what I mean. So, yes. Well, is the Holy Tonic actually curing people? There's the hospice. You can have a look and find out. And,
next time.
who knows? Maybe this guy actually might know how to get to where you're looking for. This guy seems pretty knowledgeable. And, well, as far as Madden goes, pretty much the fear of Featherington has been put into him, so you never know. He might behave himself quite well from here on in. And Tapestry will remain on the lookout for any proof, fabricated or otherwise, but the church might actually be behind the rise in the Scourge infections.
With my trusty forgery tools at my side.
And who knows, you know, maybe this holy tonic might be your path to do so. I mean, they are just handing the thing out, and they claim that this is curing people, so who knows? I mean, I'm just throwing an idea out there. Flip it around.
Okay. Does it fix the Scourge? Could we test that on anyone we could possibly know in any way, shape, or form?
I don't know. Who in the group is suffering from a long-term madness? Not me.
Well,
No,
it's less
not
the
madness,
long-term
the
madness.
Scourge.
It's the fact that somebody in the party is technically Scourge-born.
Glitch, you never told me that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not the fear of a god, fear of a mannequin. Precisely.
I'll tell you everything, alright? I got some secrets.
But what we will find out will have to wait until next week, I am afraid. So let me just check. That is going to take us into the 7th of April. Good lord. We're already in April. So everybody around for next week?
Could be.
Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be.
Because they know what's good for them, indeed. So, excellent. We will see you 7:30 next week, then. Thank you, everybody who tuned in and who chatted with us. Yeah, let's hope for more of the same kind of fun next time. In the meantime, thank you very much for everybody. Great session. Thank you, Natcat. Thank you, everybody who tuned in, and thank you, everybody who may be watching this later on YouTube. If you do like it, then feel free to maybe check that like button. It may make some difference to the algorithm. Who knows? But at least treat each other with kindness and respect, because, you know, in this crazy world, we definitely need some of that. But until next time, next Tuesday, we will say good night out there, whatever you are.